This is the weirdest, guys, the weirdest scenario here. There's a whole bunch of experts in China. They get together every year. This is called the Oscars of the car industry in China. They vote on all these cars to win awards. Honestly, I'll share with you all the awards at the end of the video, which car manufacturers got them. You can fast forward then if you want. But they are the most wacky list I've ever seen. I mean, just ridiculous list. Cars that people just, what? Really? That won an award for that? Truly, I truly don't get it. Guys, I'm about to go to China a couple of months. I'm probably going to get refused entry for the things that I'm saying here. So this EV from Cherry One, it's an EV. There's also an EREV version. I think there might even be a plug-in hybrid version as well. It's very obscure. I'm a little bit baffled as to why it won. China's Car of the Year. This award is voted on by numerous sections of the media. There's so many people that actually vote on this award. It's quite remarkable. Now, apparently, this is the best car in China for 2024. I actually completely disagree with this. I think it's insane. I have no idea why they picked this car that, to be honest, I don't think anyone outside of China has ever even heard of. But here are the details for China's Car of the Year. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Now, let's get straight to it. If you'd like to become a YouTube member, I'd really appreciate it. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can click on that link and join up. Chery's Atlantics ET. That's what has won the China Car of the Year. Chery's Atlantics ET. It's a plug-in hybrid / range extender. To be honest, I've looked at the efficiency of this car. I just don't see why it's the car of the year. Anyway, maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. I'm curious to know. I'd actually even love it if you sent me an email to say, hey, Sam, you're right. This is not the car of the year. There's way better cars in China. I've got no idea what people are smoking. Or, hey, you've missed this. You've missed something. Actually, this thing is amazing. This is what you've missed. Please tell me what I've missed, because I don't understand this. Technically, this is an EREV, so not a plug-in hybrid, PHEV. This is an EREV. Yeah, kind of a new range extender type vehicle. I don't really get the point of them, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. It's not actually, I don't think it's better than a plug-in hybrid. It's definitely not better than an EV, but this is what it has. It's got a 1.5 litre turbocharged generator. So it is an engine, but it works as a generator, and the battery then drives the wheels. It's under the hood like a normal car. You know, it's not really revolutionary in my opinion. But here's what is revolutionary. Chery claim it has an efficiency of 44.5%, which sounds amazing if it's actually true, and a fuel consumption of 5.9 litres per 100 kilometres. That's not remarkable in any way. 5.9 litres per 100 kilometres. I don't think that's good at all in 2024. I'm like, what? Okay, anyway, it has a 67 litre fuel tank. It's actually not a small fuel tank. And apparently a mixed range of 1,500 kilometers, which is obviously lunacy. You're never going to get that in the real world. That's CLTC. The range WLTP would be around 1,200 kilometers. EPA would be about probably 600 miles. The battery pack sounds like it's pretty good. It's a Goshon High-Tech battery. Volkswagen Group own 30% of Goshon High-Tech, and Goshon High-Tech are actually building a factory in China right now. Sorry, I should say in the United States right now. A bit of controversy about that, but anyhow, lithium iron phosphate battery. I believe they're actually quite high energy density. I've heard reports of 230 watt hours per kilogram, which would be very high. 41 kilowatt hour battery. They say it gives it 240 kilometers of EV only range, which is lunacy. You're not going to get, in a car this big, you might get 150 kilometers of EV only range, which is still not bad. Actually, pretty decent EV only range. What else does it have? It's got 2 electric motors. So this is what actually drives the car, these 2 electric motors. And total output is 150 kilowatt, right? On the front axle, that's 201 horsepower. On the rear axle, it's a 195 kilowatt motor for 261 horsepower. Total combined power output is 345 kilowatt, which is 485 horsepower, and 634 newton meters. So massive amount of power and torque, definitely more than anyone would actually really need. It does apparently 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 0 to 62 miles an hour in 4.8 seconds. Chery say it can achieve 0 to 100% torque distribution between axles. So it can turn off power completely to the rear axle or the front axle, depending on demand. Apparently, it has two NVIDIA Orin X chips with a computing power of 508 tops. Apparently, it also has 30 different sensors. Not sure what they all do. I'm guessing some sort of automated, possibly something like Tesla's autopilot. Chery says this: it supports end-to-end map-free intelligent driving. Not sure why you'd want to not have a map, but yeah, it says map-free. So how big is it? It's actually pretty big. It's 4,955 millimeters long. That's about the size of something like a Tesla Model X or a Kia EV9. It has air suspension from CAT, and the company also says that air suspension they use is used in cars from Zeekr and XPeng, Lynk & Co, Li Auto, etc. Now, there is an electric version of this car, and I'm curious to know, is it the electric version that is really the car of the year? I don't know. Maybe it is, but they didn't actually specify. They just said this car is the world car of the year. It's the China car of the year, I should say. Now, the electric version, 2 battery pack options. It's got a 77 kilowatt hour battery pack option and a 100 kilowatt hour option as well. Price for those is $26,000 up to $44,000, depending on the model. Now, here are the other cars that were in the list that were actually, for some reason, voted in by the experts in these panels that actually, picked from this list. Now, these cars actually won certain awards as well. The theme car, I don't know what that means, theme car Ato M9, Volkswagen Magotan. The safest car was the Hongqi EHS7. The best design was the M-Hero 917 Dragon Armor and the Chery iCar V23. The M-Hero is like a crazy looking electric SUV, looks very, very aggressive off-road, looks pretty cool. The Chery iCar V23 is, I agree with them. I think they picked it right. Best design is the Chery iCar V23, very affordable, about $15,000 US, but looks fantastic. Sort of a boxy small SUV. Lowest CO2 footprint, interesting, Geely Galaxy EX5. Now they say this because it's a very efficient vehicle. The most comfortable car, the Nissan Pathfinder, right, okay. And the Deepal G318. Advanced intelligent driving was the Li Auto L6. Best connected services, Xiaomi SU7. The healthiest car, healthy, okay, Voyar Courage. Best powertrain, Chery Forward T9. Best handling, Honda Integra and Audi A3. Audi A3, right. Best off-roader, Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Best MPV was the Rowe IMAX DMH. The best SUV, bizarre list here, Hyundai Santa Fe. What? And the Way 07. The best sedan, Toyota Camry and the Volkswagen Passat Pro. I mean, to be honest, these awards are an absolute joke. A lot of these cars no one would buy and wouldn't take them seriously. So I'm not sure. But who voted on these awards? Well, interestingly, the ceremony in China is called the Oscars of the Automotive World because representatives of the CATARC Research Center, the Association of Automobile Manufacturers and Dealers, the Society of Automotive Engineers, and the Council for the Promotion of International Trade in the automotive industry, a whole bunch of people voted on these awards, but I think they're just paid for, to be honest. I mean, no BYDs, no Zeekrs, basically no XPengs really. Pretty weird list. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments.